Happy Friday, everybody. At least if you're live with me tonight. So just a quick little check. I'll make sure everything's straight in just a second. Happy Friday. I guess this is the first summer of fall, sort of. Or first Friday of fall. It's taken a little bit for my video to get up. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm gonna come back in. If I don't have this up, I can't talk to you. There we go. Now it's up, so sorry about that. Hey, Brittany. That's why I needed to get the feed up, because I couldn't have said hello. Oh, and I just realized I forgot to turn on 2 of my lights. Let me do that, because it'll probably be starting to get dark by the time I'm done. All right, there we go. Well, that was a little bit of a rocky start. Hopefully the rest of it goes well. I think it will. So tonight I'm going to just probably do one layout. I've got a ton of stuff to do before tomorrow, actually just for the whole weekend. So, but I wanted to come on tonight because I am home. So this is the 2 photos I'm going to scrap. These are M2 and 3, and they were at the neighbor's pool. So I thought that was kind of fun. I really like this Echo Park summertime paper, and it pairs really well. So this is the Sweet Summertime paper. And then this is a slice of summer from Echo Park. So this is last year, and I think, let me check. This is 2020, actually, even the summertime paper. So this is 2021, and this goes really well with this aqua here. And then I have this piece, which is a scrap, which I'm pretty sure is from a slice of summer. I just don't know what collection. And then I have this Pebbles Sunshiny Days Daydream border strip, because I think what I'm going to do, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do sort of like an L here tonight. So this paper here, and then these 2, and then we'll use this to map the 2 photos. So let's get some of this started. And that L design is a really easy to design to work with. It's one you can work with when you've got some 4x6 photos like this. You can do a modified version of that if you have a 4x6 vertical and horizontal. That works really nice doing that as well too. And you can move it around. I want this way because I want it to look like waves, which I think that's what this paper is supposed to do anyway. Oh, and we're gonna have fun with our ATG tonight, I can see already. Sorry guys, I might end up having to take this off. I don't know what it is, but sometimes this just gets too big, even though I have everything on that's supposed to be on it. So anyway, so I think we'll do this, and I think this isn't an exact match to the navy in this collection, but I think it's kind of a nice, or not navy, but this lighter blue, but it's pretty close. It's more a tone-on-tone feel to it. And then before I put this on, so I have to decide whether it's going to be here or here, and here on the outside or here on the inside. I want to get these photos mounted, and there's definitely direction to these photos. They're both facing the left and he's facing the right. So you want them facing into your layout, not out. Just looking at this makes me a little uncomfortable. Hopefully you can pick up on that pretty easily. I'll bring it up. So that's, and if you do it, that's fine. That's your preference, of course, but this way, and then this way. And sometimes I'll break that kind of a rule, but most of the time I don't. So there's that one. This photo here is not all that exciting, but I think he was playing with their dog, so their puppy. So I wanted to make sure that that got on there. I'm gonna leave a little bit of a wider border here than I tend to when I'm matting photos, just because these are 4x4s. They were 4x6s up until a few minutes ago. I cropped them so that they wouldn't be so, there was a lot of stuff in them that didn't need to be there. Let's put it that way. I'm going to turn that light up. Oh, this is not my, there we go. I was going to say my battery's really low. No, it wasn't. I hadn't turned my trimmer on yet. My goodness, you might only want me to do one tonight. I could hurt myself at the rate I'm going. Okay, so then we have this. I do have a little bit of a white or yellow edge to that, but I'm going to just leave that like that. So I just wanted to kind of get a feel for how I liked that, if I like it a little bit wider. And I think I do. I think I prefer that to the narrower version. And you can play with where this goes. So the L is this, by the way. I'm sure that was obvious to you guys, but just in case you didn't know what I was talking about when I was talking about the L design. So yeah, I think I'm going to put this red piece right over the top of the blue. So this is the Daydream paper from Sunshiny Days. I usually put the border strips, if I cut them off, into my collection kit in the envelopes I keep them in, but then if they hang around too long, they often get a little crunched up, which I don't really love, but that's what happens to them. Okay, so then I think I want this not equal here. I want it more justified, a little bit more to that right there. And then also just with the, with it, you know, coming, I'm sorry, across here. And you wouldn't have to do this, but when I do, this is a 1/3, 2/3 as well, because I think this is a 3-inch, yeah, that's a 3-inch piece of paper. I like to put some sort of border here. Sometimes it's a paper strip, sometimes it's washi, sometimes it's a border punch. It just sort of all depends. And I just realized, I think I got an alpha. Oh, that's actually not, it's a little bit more aqua than it is the green. So I'm going to take a little quick look here and see. Yeah, it's pretty aqua compared to this. So those are the Jane alphabet stickers. So I'm going to grab my, and see if I can grab anything else that might work. So there's that one. I'm not sure I love this and this together, because then it makes me look like maybe I'm thinking that's aqua, and I don't think that. But I could do, so I'm going to title this At the Neighbors. I could do the at and the in this, because it would be far enough away. But I'm just going to see if I have a green. I could also use that brighter green too. That's one color I need more of in thickers right now, is that kind of a green color. And neighbors is such a big word. So this is too minty, both of these are. And that I'd have to MacGyver too much. That's okay, but I think it's a little brown. This one I'd have to, this is one of my favorite older alphas from One Canoe 2. Again, they're green. This is hard to MacGyver, and I don't have enough. Can run through these pretty fast. So I was just thinking, would this one work? Or is it too minty? I might have to, yeah, I think that's a little bit too minty. Maybe I should find some red. I don't think I have, this is like a gold or an orange or something like that. Or I could do navy, actually, too. So let me grab that. And I have my thickers. I don't know, you guys probably haven't seen these in a while. It's in my videos, but, oops, dropped a. So this is how I store my thickers. They're standing up, and they're in just a basket. I bought this, it had a lid on it. I store other letters, like my smaller stickers, in a basket with the letters with the top over it. That's what I was trying to do. That's kind of a nice skinny, and it does work with the blue versus the red. If I'm thinking about doing than that, though, I don't think there's enough weight to that. So kind of, that's a nice blue, I think. Let me see how that looks on here. Gets too far off this one, though. It works okay with that, but too far off. So it's going to be one of those days. I could do brown, too. This is one of those squirrels. Okay, maybe that's what I should do, because I don't think I have blue. That's a nice blue, but I don't have enough to make this particular word. This is Simple Stories Color Vibe in Navy. I loved this alpha, but I've gone through everything and I only have that little bit of that one left. So I do have other navies too, but they're too big. Okay, so now I'm thinking maybe we do brown, and I have a couple options here. So they're these two, and I like these two quite a bit. Red, I'm just gonna look through to see if I have anything big enough. I certainly could do that, although this is more of a blue red, and that is more of an orange red. Not the worst thing in the world, though. This one might work, though, and I haven't used this a lot, and it has an interesting kind of font, so that might be okay for the kids. It's a block font, but it's more rounded and squatty, so it's not formal. So let's try that and see how that looks. With this. This isn't very sticky either, so it'll be easy to move around if I need to do that. And actually, oh, I forgot about this. I hope this is okay. The second sheet of this, it's really weird. Looks really more orange than, I don't know, you guys probably aren't going to pick up on that. But it's just weird. Looks, like I said, more orange than red, and I don't understand that. So let's see if I can, I might have to snuggle these really close because it is blocky and it's wide. That's okay to get snuggled in a little closer there. Here's the S, and I'm hoping I don't look at that. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Okay, so I need to get this snuggled in. Now, I think this chipboard won't stick, so after I'm done tonight, I will go back through with my ATG, and I will actually glue these down because I'm picking them up really easily. Okay, so there's the neighbors part, and then, so this alpha, by the way, I didn't tell you what that is Homestead. I don't know if that was from a particular collection or not. It looks like I just bought it separately. So then we can do, yeah, let's use this. I think I bought these to use with Christmas stuff. And I didn't. Hey, Nancy. Speaking of Christmas, I ordered some Christmas this week. I think I showed you Ellie's Studio last week. I think so. But I ordered just some 12 by 12 as well because I need 12 by 12 papers. Well, need being an interesting choice of words there, but I didn't have a lot of like good like Christmassy green or red in solid colors, so I did that, and I can tell you what collection I used. I did Carta Bella White Christmas. So if you're looking for, and they had some navy as well. I shouldn't have told you that because now you'll know where to find all the navy paper. And I bought a ton of navy. I probably won't use it as much in my Christmas album. I do usually do a little bit of navy and aqua in it, but I wanted it just to scrapbook with because we all know how hard navy can be. and it's such a great neutral. So, giving away all the secrets today, guys. Okay, I am liking how that turned out, that I'm bringing those colors in. Now, for embellishing, there is a little quote here about summertime is laying by the pool. So I'm almost thinking I'd rather have that up here. I'm going to just put that down there lightly. I do have there's a little floaty guy here. And then there are a couple of, oh, here's one I like. This says cool in the pool. And then let's see if I see any other ones that work. This, by the way, is Echo Park's Summertime. It's the element stickers for that. I think I used this last week in a layout. Life is better in a swimsuit. It's a little florally for what I think needs to be a little bit more graphic because the kids are little here. So I'm going to just pop that one on there. And the floaty, I'll put over to the side here. Well, maybe here. We'll see. Let's see what I can come up with. This is probably big enough that it could almost stand on its own. Oh, there's a pair of sunglasses in this in blue too, so that might be kind of cute. So let me grab, oh, and a beach ball. I had a beach ball from an October afternoon collection I was thinking about. But this one, the colors are actually better. So sunglasses and a beach ball. I think we need to get other colors in here besides just the blues and the peaches if I can. So actually there's this floral scallop here, but what I'm thinking I could do is hide that. Let's see, and I said I wanted other colors and I'm not getting them, am I? Because now I'm using a color that I already have in here. So I'm thinking is, can I hide it with that? Yeah, I think so. And then this flamingo is so cute that I think the flamingo needs to go up on, the scalp needs to come up a little bit yet. Hey Tammy, hi. The scalp needs to come in just a little bit more because I want to see it, but there we go. That's a little bit better. And then that then can come up onto some foam tape here. There we go. And then just another little piece. Sometimes I just use scraps of this, but I don't have one sitting over there, so I'll have to use a real piece, big piece here. I have a little dish that I keep it on that edge and any other little scraps or things that are in there. Those gold hearts that I want to get used up are still sitting there. I think I did 7 layouts last weekend, in addition to the 2 that I did with you guys last Friday night. I needed to be a scrapbooking machine to get some videos ready. So that was kind of fun. Okay, so there's that. Now I need to look at what's going on over here. So we have the unicorn and the unicorn. I obviously don't have another unicorn. Let's try to decide what to do. There's this yellow, which would echo that. So that might be good. I was trying to see if I had any red. All the red stuff on this is watermelons. There's dots, so I could use some red and pink dots. Ooh, and I like this little, there's a little banner here that says sunny days. And I'm going to see how that would look tucked in. This is going to be a little difficult. Pull that up. I'm thinking I want to tuck it in here. And I better like it because it's going down. There we go. Yeah, I like that little bit extra bit of color over here. So we have that and that. Trying to think of stuff. There are some tropical leaves in this, but that's definitely not my neck of the woods. How about this cloud? I'd like to get some red in here. This is almost going to disappear here. And I'm kind of okay with that. And then this is kind of all on its own up here. But I think we'll kind of bring this all together by adding in the dots. So I'm going to put that down. Except I want it, just want to make sure that this is not, okay. What I want to do is make sure that this lemon is not the same height as that beach ball, which it is not, so that's good. So we'll just do that, and the cool with the pool is now not straight. Or cool in the pool is now not straight. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is make sure I get some red over here. And there are, this is cute, there's little watermelon dots. I don't think I'm going to use those, but they're darling. I could though, because I've used the lemon, now that I think about it. So maybe I'll pop the lemon up here. Just to get some yellow up there, up here. In here, maybe the dark blue, because I have plenty of the lighter blue here, and there's a nice thing of yellow and there's a nice thing of red there. So more yellow, so maybe a small yellow here. And the nice thing is they do have these dots in 3 sizes, which is kind of cool. So let's do some pink. There. Maybe I'll only end up doing 2. We'll see. These 2 are kind of close. This might come in. Maybe that's what I'll do. There we go. That one, that one. And then, so this has blue and yellow, and that has yellow, and maybe I should do the, I'm going to add the watermelon in here. Oh, I could do pink. Let's do pink first before I think about the watermelon, because that doesn't have a lot of pink on it, and there is pink in at least this, and there's pink there. So I'm just trying to see how yellow. Here's the watermelon dot. I'm going to pop that right there. That's kind of cute. That could actually be bigger even. Let me grab one of the bigger ones. There's a pink watermelon dot too. It's kind of cute. I keep saying that, don't I? It's kind of cute. It's because it is kind of cute. It's about the same size as that blue. And then maybe this little watermelon dot up here. And then, oh, here's a cute, this is a cute striped dot. So let's get that on here. I'm now rethinking how these go. So the yellow is going to go here. Let's do the red there. I'm going to bring the yellow out here, red up there, and then that pink one there. So then I just need one more here. And oh, nope, I got that one. Never mind. Didn't realize I had. So, okay, so that's it. Oh, and I didn't get my sunglasses on here, did I? There we go. I could do that there, or I could do them out here. Let me see what I like better. They might look kind of funny next to that. Yeah, too many things going on. So let's put these, I'm gonna put these back here. Forgot I had the sunglasses. That threw the balance of this off a little bit. So let me pop that out just a little bit further. Okay. All right, well that went much, much quicker than I thought it was going to. So let me quick throw everything on the floor. And then I will do another one. I did grab some stuff just in case I needed to do, I decided to do another one. So there's that. And I can get that thrown out, and then let's do this photo, which nothing exciting is going on there. It doesn't look like it anyway, but it is the spring concert for M#1. So I don't think I have any I don't think I have any music stuff in this collection here, but that's okay, because we'll figure it out. I'll do something else. And I often end up with 2 sticker sheets because I'll buy the pads, the, what do I want to say, the collection pads. Thanks, Tammy. So now M#1, it's really his concert. I just looked at this and I thought, well, I could do this blue, but that highlights M#2 and it's not his concert. So let's see what I can find for colors. I have that kind of, this is, I usually do some solid papers. I'm really going more for color here than anything. Ooh, that star is nice. That has a lot of the different things in it. I do like that, but I think the scales are too close. So in scale, if you're using patterns, you think small, medium, and large. And I think this, it could be a small or a medium. I think there's stars that are too small in here, and they'll fight each other. Thanks, Nancy. This would be nice too, but I like that. I like that star paper. So here's a big red, not my favorite. I could use this kind of as a smaller tone-on-tone and maybe do pop the green behind here. Maybe. I think this is too pale for a border for me. If I was going to do this background aqua, I could probably, okay, so I'm laughing at myself. What did I just do? This is the paper I said I wasn't going to do it because it was going to highlight M#2, but I think I'm going to do it. So let's see. I have lots of red here. Oh. Now that could be nice. Let's see. Actually, ooh, I really like that. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. So I'll use that solid green as a border on the background, and then I will use the star paper in the middle. Let me just get rid of some of this paper that's in my way here. And I don't have a lot of journaling to do about these events because I wasn't there. And basically it was, you know, here's the photo of the spring concert, so I'm not going to have a lot to say about it. Anyway. And I am going to use this whole sheet. I'm not a, I don't want to say not a, I have a hard time using solid cardstock to begin with, and then I'm not a fan of it when it's like this where it's so flat. Now if you love that, you know, come to my house and tell me how to use that because I have a hard time with it. Okay, so that green paper, by the way, was the Echo Park I Love School collection, and it's the green yellow, and this is last year's school collection. I bought a ton of it because I didn't have very much school stuff left for the kids. And then last year, the 3 oldest M's were in school. This year, the little guy is going to school too. Just did a little preschool program. Okay. And I've talked about this a lot. When I have a design like these stars where the design kind of goes off the edge, I like to use a border because it feels like it stops them. Otherwise it feels like they're falling off and the layout is falling off. So I really like this. This composition paper is the alphabet paper. And I'll probably just do something. I'm going to grab that like that and we'll see what I come up with. Need to get some batteries in my trimmer, you guys. It's not very happy with me right now. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's good. And sometimes I'll do just what I'm doing here a little bit is making that go. So when you do this, there's a couple of options. I may have talked about this. I don't remember if this is the layouts I did with you guys last or one I did, but you can either do it so it sits across like this and goes out through the margin, or you can bring it in. So whatever you prefer there. I'm not quite sure what I prefer right now. I'm going to start thinking about what I'm going to do. So then I have this yellow, which is nice. It's the same pattern as that. Or, oh, do something amazing today would be nice. I think I'll do that one. That would be a good one. And that takes up some space on that mat that I have there. I could, if I wanted to, see if I could do the yellow with it. But I think I'll leave that. Oh, although I like that. So this is why I wanted to wait, because I didn't know how things were going to come together. And if I make it do this, I think it's pretty tight across there. There's not a lot of breathing space for the photo and those 2 3x4 cards. So I think what I'm going to do is make this go across. And then I don't have to trim it again, right? That is not the reason I'm doing it. The reason I'm doing it is I like it better for the design. I'm not going to ink these papers. Sometimes I do. I don't think I'm going to do that tonight. My ATG is just giving me fits tonight, guys. Sorry. And I think it was giving me fits last weekend. I'm just going to pull this out. It'll be better if... Sometimes when it gets a lot on the used up roll, it doesn't track very well, and that's what's going on. So instead of making myself crazy, I'm just going to do this. Oops. There we go. I think that'll work better because I have the spool on there. Like, this helps keep the tape up against the wheel there. That's why you do that if you didn't know that and you have an ATG and it gives you problems where it travels. Oh my goodness. We're just having a good time tonight. Okay, that's better. So I had kind of an exciting week this week. On Monday, I started running again. And so those of you who have been with me for a long time know that I used to run, and I developed a very bad case of plantar fasciitis almost 18 months ago, and it got so bad that I was having a hard time standing at work, which my feet don't bother me normally. So I stopped running, which was not my favorite, just for my head, and then let's just talk about the whole eating thing as well. So it felt really good. And I'm just doing a couch to 5K, which is run in intervals, where you literally start running for 8 minutes in an interval. Just trying to decide if I want to do that or this. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna put that down really lightly so I can come back and move that if I need to. Okay, so spring concert, and now we need a few embellishments. So I see this Let's Go flag, which I like. I can always pop that up if I want to. There's a little rainbow here, and that might just be kind of a fun embellishment. And I have another one over here, so I could use that in a couple places. And actually, if I wanted to add a third rainbow, this is the sticker book, and there's a third one. So maybe I think here, this might need to come down a little bit more, just so we get this peeking out of here. I still need something else up here if I'm going to do this, but let's see. So there. Actually, I think I'm good. Just looking to see, yeah, that's all the same. I'm thinking just here and up there as I look at that. So there's shoes. Here's a school. That would be kind of cute. Now that is sitting right up against, I might change my mind about these rainbows. Oh, maybe this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to offset this a little bit though. Trying to cover up that blue star here. So we'll probably leave that flat. And now that that's going on, I think I'm going to take this other rainbow off. And I can still make this, because I could pop that banner up there, and that might look kind of cute. So let's see what else we can use, because I want something else here. There's a globe on here. That's not a spring concert kind of thing, but it's school related. I'm going to have to improvise here a bit. And neither one of my grandkids wears none of my grandkids wears glasses yet. They're still pretty young. Although actually by kindergarten they knew I needed glasses. Oh, here, this is kind of cute. This little A+. And I'll get that so that it's sitting right across that banner there. And this can even come down a little bit so that I don't want the two tops, just like I was doing on that other layout, I don't want the two tops of that together. So that's good. And I need a third thing there, I think. There are stars in here. Let's take this down. And this I think I am going to pop up. I think that'll be kind of fun to make it wave a little bit more. Tammy, you're really sweet. I just read your comment. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. I'm thinking if I could get a little green in here, and I might have to do it with stars, but we'll see. circle that says note. Let's see what I think about this one. And 5 doesn't work. He was in 3rd grade. So I could use this and just add the date up in here. And I do need to get school concert on here as well. This, I think, needs a little bit more under it. It's looking kind of funny. I'm just going to pop the whole thing up here. The thing I could do, I think I'll go backwards with this, where I have it popped up in the middle and then it goes down at the end. That gives it a little bit of motion. Oh, it is a really good sticker book, Tammy. I really love Echo Park sticker books. I have a lot of times when I have a collection, if it's something I scrap over and over, I buy them for that reason, because they're so good. Okay, we've got blue, we have orange, we have yellow, so we could add some yellow in. I have a star that doesn't want to come off. Oh, this is a teeny tiny one. Just thinking, instead of, apparently tonight, instead of using enamel dots, I'm using stickers instead. This is a really teeny tiny one. I thought I'd maybe put that up in there. And I just saw a green crayon here. I'm going to try this instead of that note up there, or I could use them both actually, really. Yeah, I like that, getting a little bit of green in there. This little star is so tiny. There's an orange star on the same page that I'm going to grab. And then we'll grab the blue one. Pop that there. I have a blue star on my big sticker sheet, so let's do that. And then maybe if I can find another green one somewhere. Just looking at my sticker sheet, which doesn't have any green stars on it. All right, so we're going in search of a green star here. Maybe they decided green stars don't exist in the world. Lots of cute little things. Yeah, I don't think they have any green stars on here. Huh, interesting. There's a green star on the Believe in Yourself. Okay, since I don't have green, I don't think I have green yet. I'm just going through the stickers in these books, you get 2 pages of each in these books, which is nice. So I'm going to grab one of these blue ones here. Oh, and that'll help cover up that blue one down there. And then, let's see, I have red. I have red here. That's just confusing, I think, looking. I don't know. Or maybe another color would help. Let's try something that doesn't appear on that banner. Like yellow, maybe. I did see more yellow stars. There we go. My scrap room is organized by type of embellishment, but I could also probably do it by color. Because I tend to think of, okay, I want a red something first, and then I go to, or I think I want a star sticker. I want a sticker, and then I think I want a yellow one. So that's why, like, my enamel dots are then organized by color, which would make sense, right? Now I'm looking for navy. Oh, or the blue, the darker blue. I was like, please, please, let me have one of those. There we go. Oh, there's a Let's Go here in black and blue too. I don't think I'm going to change it though. I think I'll leave it as is. But there's that one there that I could have brought in. Although, now that I think about it, it might look good because that brings some of the black up and this tends to blend less. So I'm not worried about the paper ripping underneath because that will be hidden anyway. I was worried about ripping the sticker. Okay, actually I like that much better. And now I'll grab a red star because that makes more sense now. The blue will just blend in. I'm just making my life hard. Here we go. Okay, and let's see. I'm thinking green again. There's something about green tonight. So I'm going back to all that green that I just had out. Not going to take it all though because I know some of this definitely won't work. I want to look at the bright greens. Okay, that's a little too acidy. Do I have enough that I can see? And trying to see if I can MacGyver. Yep, I can MacGyver C-O-N-C. I can make an E, R, and a small T. But I have F's. So I could do it with this, or I could do it with, what about that actually? I think I like this one a little bit better. I should make sure I have enough letters though, because I need to see. This one I have enough, and then can I do spring? Look at that, I can do spring concert with this, so that's what I'm going to do. Kind of amazing. This green is a pretty good match to that other green. And I'm just going to live dangerously. I'm probably going to end up having to move these, but so I won't tack them down all the way. Yeah, I really like the way this is going to look with that green pulled back in. This is looking a little lonely up there, but it's a banner. I don't know that I can add much more to that. So it might just have to stay. This makes for riveting drama here. One of the things I need to do tonight, so I think I told you guys I didn't know if I was going to be on tonight because I have my class reunion tomorrow and friends are in town, but most of them are coming in tonight, but they're not here yet, so we didn't do dinner. But I'll be together tomorrow for a little before party and then an after party. Oh, this actually is going to work out perfectly because that note is there. So let's just put these down. So that will be fun. And I think I said to confess that it's my 40th class reunion, and that just does not compute. I don't know how that can be. Despite the fact that there's 4 little humans that call me grandma, I certainly don't feel old enough. And I really shouldn't, because one of the things I did before I came on tonight was I ordered t-shirts and Mickey Mouse ears for our trip to Disney. So we have our tickets, we have our parks reserved. The next step will be reserving our, if we're going to do any dining, or we're going to try to get number 2 into the hairstylist there, because they're back open. We'll see if that works. Okay, so that looks pretty good, and I think I'll just leave the those flat. But the one thing I was going to do is I was going to grab this and put some foam tape behind it, so that is sticking up a little bit. That's a little bit more exciting there. I'm not loving the way this looks up here. It needs something, and I don't know what that is. So let me see if I can figure that out. I mean, I could cut that and just do it like this, so there's a little box. Just so it's sitting on something. I don't know. Or this way, maybe. I'm making that worse, you guys. That's not it yet. Thinking circle. There's a little frog here. That's too much green. There's a clock. Maybe that's what I need to do. I might like this a little bit better this way. Yeah, that's better. There was not enough space taken up here. And then we've got the red one down here. Ooh. And the backing stayed on. I think I have to stop fooling around with these because I'm causing myself problems. Here's a red dot, or a red one. This is another one where I'd like some green up there, but it's not going to happen. Oh, and I have 3 in each of these other ones, so let me see if I can find like a pink or something. I think there were pink in here. Yes. And we'll just pop that down here. Okay, there we go. Now I want this one up on top again. Oh my goodness. All right, I need to stop futzing around with that. Okay, well that wasn't so bad. That one did take a little longer than I thought it was going to, but that's done. So there's the spring concert layout, and then the neighbors layout. So those are fun, and 2 more pages done for their book this year, which makes me excited. And I'll get dates on, I'll just say whose spring concert it is, and on this one I'll get the date on here and just talk about the neighbors pool. So that's those 2 layouts. Tammy, just keep layering. And you guys saw me how I was putting this together. Like here, I said I need a little green here because I wanted to bring green out. So if And then obviously the easiest thing to do obviously is if you have 2 or 3 clusters to put exactly the same things in them, but that doesn't always work as well. If you can do that, that's great. But think in terms of color. That's how I kind of start and keep going with them. So yeah, it did, didn't it, Nancy? It gave it more weight. There wasn't enough weight up in that corner, and nothing was looking right. So once I saw that, I think that does make a difference. But that's how I always think about the clusters with color. I need this, and you heard me say that I think over and over in both of these when I was picking out the dots here and here. I was looking for colors that I didn't feel like there's enough, you know, that there was enough of those colors. And yes, Harmony, I am done. Thank you. And that's when I was looking at even the lettering here. I was thinking about what color was most predominant, and to me it felt like it was the green in this. This one I played around a little bit. If I had a blue that I could have used, I probably would have done blue and liked it a little bit better. But because this red is sitting right next to that red, but it's fine. You know, I'm not so worried about that. But that's always, you know, clusters. Think in terms of, and also in terms of shape as well too. So some some straight lines and some round lines as well sometimes will help. And obviously up here I just did that, but there was so much going on in that one I didn't want to add anything to it. And these are pretty flat. This one at least has some, well, this has stuff popped up too. Maybe I'll come back and pop these sunglasses up because this is popped up, so I'll probably do that. And I could pop a lemon up here if I want to, but I'll do that with the sunglasses. So that's kind of how I start working with clusters. I think Victoria Marie did a class on clustering a while ago. The other person obviously to watch is the queen of clustering, which is Shamel. That she's so good about that, and I think she talks you through her process pretty well too, is if you're wondering. But that's kind of how I think with clusters, is think about what colors you might want to emphasize in the clusters. And so I think this is an interesting thing, because a lot of times too, as I'm looking at these, I determine papers because of color, and that's definitely here. You know, I'm working off of the blues here. There was a little brown here, and this is kind of not a very exciting picture, but this is important to them, and that's the most important thing there. So I'm working with some of the browns in there and the greens and the blues and this. So that's why this worked out so well. With this one, I talked at the beginning about emphasizing. So I didn't want to use that navy. That's basically this color navy, because it would emphasize him too much and it was his concert. Well, I didn't exactly use that color of his little half zip there in here, but I did kind of. That's what this is. So it kind of brings that around. And I think that also emphasizing photos here, because there's a lot going on in this with this busy background paper, but I have that wide swath of that color, and I think that's how it draws your eye into this particular layout. This one, the photos are a little bit more prominent. There's less stuff around them, and the background paper is a little bit bigger, so it's not as distracting. So there's a couple little tips about how I determine like colors and how I determine clustering and that kind of stuff, and then you go from the colors. And also, if you have problems using pattern paper, find backgrounds like this that include a lot of colors. So stripes, polka dots, stars, flowers, any of that kind of stuff that has a lot of color. And then you can always do faux solids that are in this. So this paper is here. That's a faux solid because it's hard to see, but it has a little bit of a hash mark in it. And then the waves here appears, it's really a cross between those two. It's a little bit darker than this and not as dark as that. So that's how I figured that out. The red came from there, directly from there. That's how I figured that out. And here again, and obviously with this one I was working within the collection. With this one I did not. I actually used papers from 3 different collections. I just found the colors. So this one obviously was a little bit easier because I used a paper from the collection to start off and then used the other 2 papers as well. So that is another way if you're having problems with pattern paper. use a collection. Think in terms of the collection first, and that'll help you out too. So then I have to show you guys one more fun thing. Oh, and I didn't unwrap it, I just realized. So let me take it out, because scrapbook.com does a really good, or not, I'm sorry, this was a cherry on top that this one came from. I do have a scrapbook.com order coming for some more of that, the Bella Boulevard tone on tone things that is coming. But anyway, so a cherry on top did a really good job of wrapping everything. This is exciting. So this is the Simple Stories Disney album. Maybe I'll open it so you guys can see this. So my plan is I don't usually, even if I'm with the kids, like if it's an activity where a couple weeks ago we went to the zoo together, I am not going to make anything for my scrapbook. My scrapbook tends to really be just about me and my activities, but I'm going to, in this particular case, when we go to Disney, I'm going to break that. So I think for them, I'm going to make a 12 by 12 layout. This is from Say Cheese at the Park, by the way. It's the Say Cheese at the Park binder. Because I don't think I'm gonna have enough room to do a binder for them that would be this small. So it's got the castle on it, and then there's all sorts of really cute dividers in here. So Main Street, Magical Memories, there's Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Adventureland, and then Frontierland. Well, they're not calling them that, of course, because they can't. So that's what that is. There's one of these, you know, a cool pocket here to use, and then they put the page protectors in here. So it's a 6x8. It's the 2 4x6s. There's the 4 4x4s in here. So I have these because I use these for my Christmas albums, and I use Simple Stories albums. Oh, and then they have this one. This is probably one of my favorites, where it's a 4x6 in the 2 3x4s. So I am probably going to use this for my memories. I don't know that I'm going to use all these because we're going to Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, and I wouldn't have dividers for that. But I could use these. I could do, you know, just leave this Magical Memories here and maybe put a photo of all of us on that. That would be really fun, or a couple of them on this side, and then pull these out. And I could use these on their 12 by 12 pages. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about with these dividers. And then this one I'll probably keep in here because I have maps already. So I could do maps in here. I could do lots of different things in that. So I thought I'd show you that because I'm getting really excited about going. I think I talked about this before, but right before I came on, I ordered my ears and most of my ears and t-shirts, except for the ones that I'm going to make me and us. So I'm going to make us, we'll all have matching t-shirts on the day we fly, and then one of the days in Magic Kingdom is what I think we're going to end up doing. So that'll be fun. And then I know my daughter-in-law is going to do an Encanto theme for one day, and can't remember what, I think she's doing like a Mickey or Cinderella theme on the other day. So that'll be kind of fun. So anyway, you guys, that was a little extra there just so you could see what that looked like, and you can share in my excitement that we're not too far from Disney. It's certainly, you know, we've been talking about this since 2019, since 2019, so it's very exciting. So, all right, you guys, I think next weekend I am probably not gonna be on Friday night, but we'll see. It's another one of those, but I will try. When I do that, I'm gonna try to get on during the week. I know, like October, I'm looking at my schedule in October, and I don't know if I even have one Friday night that I don't have something planned, but I'll get on during the weeks. It's just Friday night always seems to work well for me because I'm usually home, but not so much anymore. So anyway, you guys, it was great to see you all. Thanks, Tammy. I enjoyed doing it. Thanks for you guys for listening to me ramble all night long. So take care, and have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.